GWM prepares next-generation Haval H6 for Australian launch. In 2027, GWM has confirmed that a completely new generation of its flagship, Haval H6 is slated to arrive in Australia by early 2027. While the current model recently underwent a facelift, this upcoming release represents a significant leap in size, technology, and market positioning for the Haval brand. A growing footprint and shifting dimensions, the next-generation H6 is set to become a larger vehicle, moving closer to the dimensions of established competitors like the Kia Sorento. Key dimensional changes include length, 4780 m up 77 m width, 1895 m up 9 m wheelbase, 2800 m up 62 m. However, the increase in exterior size does not translate to more cargo room. Due to a more rakish or steeply angled tailgate design, the boot capacity is expected to decrease from 560 liters to 436 liters. This highlights a common trend in modern SUV design, where aggressive styling often comes at the expense of practical storage volume. Expanding the Haval lineup to manage the growing gap between vehicle sizes, GWM is restructuring its Australian portfolio. The brand plans to introduce the Haval Jolion Max, a mid-size option that will sit between the small Jolion and the new H6. Furthermore, GWM is evaluating the introduction of the Haval H7 Plus. This move would address a long-standing gap in their lineup: the need for a 3-row, 7-seat crossover. Currently, Australian buyers needing extra capacity must move up to much larger, more expensive models like the Tank 500. The powertrain dilemma. Emissions versus demand. One of the most critical decisions facing GWM Australia is which engines to bring to the local market. The brand is currently weighing its options regarding petrol, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid (PHEV) powertrains in the face of tightening Australian emissions standards. Historically, Haval H6 sales have been split evenly between electrified and traditional petrol models. The technical specifications available in China suggest a highly capable range of options. Petrol, a 2-liter turbocharged engine producing 170 kW and 380 Nm. Hybrid HEV, a 1.5-liter turbo setup delivering up to 182 kW FWD or 670 Nm AWD. Plug-in hybrid PHEV, high-performance variants offering up to 280 kW and 670 Nm, with electric-only ranges reaching up to 140 km. Market context. A rising contender. The timing of this launch is significant. The Haval H6 has become a formidable player in the Australian mid-size SUV segment. In the first quarter of 2026, Haval delivered 3,844 units, a 12% increase year-on-year. Notably, the H6 has begun to challenge the dominance of the Toyota RAV4, even outpacing it during the latter's generational transition periods. The H6 is currently outperforming other major Chinese competitors, including the MG HS and Chery Tiggo 7, cementing its position as a primary driver of GWM's growth. The new H6 represents GWM's attempt to solidify its hold on the mid-size SUV market by offering more scale and advanced electrification, even as it navigates stricter environmental regulations. Conclusion. The 2027 Haval H6 marks a strategic evolution for GWM, aiming to bridge the gap between compact crossovers and large 7-seater SUVs. Its success will ultimately depend on how the brand balances high-performance hybrid technology with Australia's evolving emissions landscape.